thank you so much for coming in today, Sydney. We really appreciate it. Why don't you take a few minutes and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name's Sydney Sarakman. I'm a recent graduate of UNCW with a bachelor's degree in communication studies. I've been working in the customer service industry for about since I was 14 years old, so I have a really strong background in customer service, mostly serving retail. During those jobs, whenever you're a server, you're really the face of the company. You're the person that interacts with the customers, you have to keep them happy, you have to deal with their problems. And doing that has taught me a lot about how to represent the company and how to develop a lot of the skills that I've also been learning in my major. One of the major things that being a server for so many years has helped me develop is my teamwork and collaboration. Because whenever you're a server, you're really all working together to provide the customers, with great service so that they're happy with the overall experience and happy with the company. If you see somebody's food that's not yours, you run it. If you see somebody with something on their table, you pick it up, and it just really makes you and the company look really good. Another thing that it's taught me is multitasking. Being a server, it's a really fast-paced environment. You have to be ready for anything that comes at you. You have to be ready to help each other, and you have to keep track of a lot of different things at the same time. It's also really helped me develop my public speaking skills because whenever you work in a food service environment, it's a really, really diverse clientele. You never know who you're going to be serving at your table, so you have to really be able to relate to all different types of people. And being a server has just really helped me develop my confidence in talking to different kind of people and just being able to relate to them to give them really great service. I've also had some experience, as you'll see in my resume, working in a professional atmosphere. I was performing clerical duties at the Rondon Insurance Agency, and that just gave me a lot of experience, working in a more professional environment. I didn't deal with the clients as much, but at that job, I was actually able to make my own schedule. As long as you got the things done per week, you can come in whenever you want. So that just really taught me a lot of time management. Being able to manage my schoolwork with when I was going to go in and get all my work done. And I think that the skills that I've developed through working in customer service will really give me an edge to the direct sales rep job with the Remy Group because as I read in your job description, it takes teamwork, a lot of collaboration, and obviously you're dealing with all the clients, so it's a lot of customer service and just being able to relate to your clients in order to make that sale and make your company look good.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I think we're going to have some questions for you now, and I believe Jenna is going to start us off.
Hi, Sydney. I know that you just touched on this a little bit, but I'd like to develop a little further. I see you do have a lot of experience in the restaurant industry, but not specifically in direct sales. So how will your experience help you in this direct sales representative position?
Well, being a server, you're not just taking orders, you're also selling stuff. You want to upsell appetizers, you want to upsell desserts, you just want to provide, suggestions to the customers. And so it is a type of sales, even though it's not direct sales, you're selling the restaurant, you're selling your service, you want people to come back to you, you want to upsell to make the company more money. So I think that my experience in customer service could actually be pretty applicable to a job like this.
Hi. You talked about your skills in selling and how that's helped you. And you also talked about your commerce degree. So what are some skills that you learned from your degree?
One of the good things about communication studies degree is because you learn, all those core skills, not just some, like some majors you learn them fun well. In communication studies, you get a lot of practice working in groups. There's a lot of classes where you have team collaboration, which relates to the sales rep job. Also, even more practice with public speaking. There's a lot of presentations. I've learned a lot of computer things, like I'm proficient in Microsoft Office, all the things like that. I've touched a lot on Photoshop, so just knowing the basics of computer, especially Excel for the sales rep job, it'll help me be faster. And just holding a job and going to school has taught a lot of time management. To start things, not procrastinate, just get everything done.
Okay, Sydney, can you describe your most rewarding experience
My most rewarding experience at UNCW would just be moving far away from where I'm from and, just really doing everything on my own, making sure that I've gotten all my schoolwork done on my own, and just really, I switched my major, well, I didn't switch my major, but I switched my focus when I came here from public relations to media studies, and that's been really rewarding for me because I loved all my classes. I've made deeper connections with my teachers here than in my old school, and just the overall environment and learning who I really am has been a nice experience.
All right, thank you for that, Cindy. Can you tell me about a time when you were confronted by an angry customer and how you handled the situation?
Yes. Being a server and being the face of the company, you get confronted a lot, and most of the customers think everything is your fault, and you kind of have to take that upon yourself, even if it's not your fault. So many different specific times, the food has been too long, or the cooks have maybe messed up the order when it's not your fault, and you just have to be very apologetic. Is there anything I can do for you? Can I buy you a dessert? Just do anything that you think that they're going to want to be happy.
Alright, we talked a lot about selling, of course, but from a buyer standpoint, what are some techniques that convince you to buy things, and how can you maybe apply those?
Well, I think techniques that make me buy things aren't so much the seller, but more of the advertising. If there's some sort of type of advertising, with a lot of different colors, I like a lot of unique stuff. So whenever I see something that's really unique, or say for example an iPhone advertisement, if it has a song I like in the background, it's automatically going in my head, and kind of automatically turns that switch, oh, I'm interested in this. So I wouldn't say that the buyer really affects me, but obviously, I want to speak. So if someone's trying to sell me something, they need to be, nice, relatable to me. I'm not going to want to talk to somebody or buy something from somebody who really seems like they don't care about it at all.
Okay, Cindy, why do you think this job is a good starting point for you? Where would you like this to lead to?
Well, I think it would be really good for me to gain some sales experience, and hopefully, it could boost me. I want to be with a company where you can grow, and I read that you provide, advancement for your team members. I would like to keep advancing and hopefully perform in my best ability to become some sort of management or higher position, and just gain a lot of professional sales experience to add on to my background in non-professional customer service.
Do you have any experience cold calling? And if yes, can you tell me more about your experience? If not, how comfortable would you be on a scale from 1 to 10 with cold calling?
I do not have any experience cold calling. I think that I would be fairly comfortable with it, just because being able to talk to so many people that I have talked to, I've kind of developed my confidence, so even if I got turned down, I would just be able to take that, and in stride, and just okay, and move on to the next, and just call as many people as I can to benefit the company.
Could you give maybe one or two ideas on how we can generate new business for a company?
Well, one thing that you can do to generate more business, as I've seen you've already done in your company, is you do a lot of networking. I believe that you can network even more, do even more fundraisers. I know that you do about 3 or 4 fundraisers a year, and I would just like to be involved in that and network with even more people, get our name out there. Also, one of the big points of your business is the environmentally friendly aspect of it, where you want to reduce your carbon footprint. I think that opens you up to a large audience, because a lot of people are interested in that right now, and maybe just putting that out there even more and letting people know that you care about the environment, want to reduce your carbon footprint, would really bring in some new clientele.
Cindy, what's been your greatest failure, and what have you learned from it?
My greatest failure, I would say, was not taking an internship. And what I've learned from it is that I need to, even though I've been going to college and I have a part-time job the whole time, I need to make even more time and put forth more effort, because I think that losing out on an internship helped me lose, I lost out on a really good experience. You know, just being in the field I really want to be in, even though I'm working in customer service, it's not, you know, specifically with my major. So I think that not taking an internship would be my biggest failure.
What type of documents have you previously created, and how do you think that experience will help you in this position?
Some documents I've created, do you mean as far as like school or work?
Either one. Any experience at all?
Well, my experience in work creating documents, I had to make new files for new clients with the insurance agency, which helped me learn a lot about Excel and have some experience with that. And as far as school goes, you know, I've written, you know, so many papers, so I really developed my written communication skills. You know, I've done a lot of rhetorical analysis, research papers, group papers that could really help me with teamwork and just my writing skills for your company in general.
Would you mind sending me those documents later?
Yeah, sure.
That would be awesome. Thank you.
So if you could have one superhero power, what would it be and why?
I think that my one superhero power would be to be able to hear what people think. Because then, especially being in sales, I can hear what they're thinking and try to adapt what I'm saying to make them want to buy whatever I'm just selling to them.
Okay. Let's see. What are 3 positive characteristics that you do not have?
Well, sometimes I can be really hard on myself because I'm just used to, you know, doing well. So whenever one thing goes wrong, I can get really down on myself, and you know, that will trigger me a little bit. Another thing, good skill that I do not have would be sometimes whenever I'm nervous, I can kind of close off a little bit. I get a little bit nervous on occasion, and then that kind of inhibits me a little bit from being as outgoing as I want to be. Like in a networking situation, if I'm really, really intimidated by someone, you know, I might want to go up to them and then I'll chicken out. And the third one would be I guess sometimes I need to censor myself a little bit more, because some people are really sensitive and I can be a really straightforward, you know, type of person. I say what I want, and sometimes people can be a little bit intimidated by that.
All right, Sadie, thank you so much for coming in today. We really appreciate it.